Hello, this is Jimmy Akio, and I'm here in my arcade room, as you see, and I'm here to talk about Marlon Tapales. He's the new IBF and WBA bantamweight champion, super bantamweight champion. I know a lot of people don't know a lot about him, and there's not a lot of information given about him, but he will be fighting Naoya Inoue next for the unified super bantamweight championship of the world. So let me tell you a little bit that I found out about Marlon. He's a two-division weight champion. He's a former WBO bantamweight champion from 2016 to 2017, and he just won the world championship in an upset win and won the WBA and IBF super bantamweight champion. I don't know I know how to pronounce the guy's name very well. Morharjan Akamadaliviv. He won it by split decision, and took the IBF and WBA world titles from him. Marlon Tapales' net worth right now is $686,000. And when Tapales fought Akamadaliviv, he made $60,000 to win the world championship. In unified world championship, he made 60 grand. While Akamadaliviv made $100,000. For Tapales. Now, Tapales didn't have any amateur fights whatsoever. So he came in pro at age 16. He turned pro with no amateur fights whatsoever and became a two-division world champion. And right now, he's on the verge of making the biggest payday of his career. When you fight a gigantic superstar like Naoya Inoue, you're going to make the biggest payday of your career. Just like when Naoya fought Stephen Fulton, people are like, why were you going to go to Japan? Well, because Stephen Fulton's biggest payday before that was $500,000. And when he went over to Japan to fight Inoue, he made $3 million. So there's a very big difference about why you would go to Japan to fight the biggest superstar in Japan. And of course, right now, he's one of the biggest superstars in the world. So anyways, more about Marlon Tapales now. Now, Tapales now is probably going to make, they're thinking he's going to be making about $500,000 for the fight with Inoue. It could be possibly more. But that's definitely a crazy amount of money for someone who's making 60 grand to win the world title. So it's a big jump, and it's a big risk, but that's definitely worth it for that kind of money. Depauli has fought 6 undefeated fighters. He's beat them all. He's fought 5 or 6 Japanese fighters. He's lost to 1. And that fight was, let me see what the guy's name, Ryusuke Iwasa for the IBF Super Bantamweight Championship in December 2019. He got knocked out in the 11th round. Marlon Tapales has been knocked out twice. In one of his title-winning victories, when he won the WBO Bantamweight Championship, he was dropped twice by body shots. But he came up to still knock the guy out in the 11th round. So this guy is very strong-minded. He's a very strong, tough guy. And when if you look at him next to Inoue, he's actually a very wide, strong-looking guy, and pretty sharp puncher. So it's gonna be a little rough ride there, and that's just like if Inoue just blows right through him. But Tapales is a very strong fighter, and he's got good stamina. He's doesn't throw a whole lot of punches though, but it looks like it's going to be a fantastic fight. They're going to fight in Japan. They're going to be in one of the biggest arenas in Japan, which shows that where Mike Tyson fought Tony Tubbs and Buster Douglas. So he actually, Inoue and Tapales are actually moving from where they usually fight in the Ariake Coliseum, and they're moving to one of the biggest stadiums in Japan, and they're going to be making, it's going to be a fanatic thing for the fight for the unified super bantamweight championship. So it should be very good. But anyways, that's my take. There's not a whole lot of information on Tapales, Marlon Tapales. But he just turned 16 as a pro, made his debut at 16, 37-3, 19 wins by knockout, 2 division world championships, very strong individual. He won an upset decision to win the world championship that got him in line to fight Inoue to unify the titles. But he's also very strong-minded to actually go for that. But then, of course, it's a huge payday for Tapales to win. Plus, he's living in the Philippines, so he's going to be making a huge amount of money there. Should set him for life. So, but he wants to win, and he says he actually has ideas on what he can do to win and the flaws that he sees in Inoue that he can win the fight. Me personally, I don't think Tapales has what it takes to win over Inoue, but Tapales is definitely a very tough customer and a very strong individual, and he has the boxing IQ. He's very sharp, doesn't waste a lot of punches, but then again, if you're not very active against Inoue, you're going to have a whole lot of trouble. Hello, this is Jimmy Akio. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos, and I'll see you next time.